Alright, what is going on, people here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved Mythbusters, and on this episode we have a very rare occasion. We have Mythbusters death battles. Now, I don't like to do death battles, simply because, a lot of people already do these, but I figured this is kind of a special occasion, because if you remember in the last Ark Max Speed episode, we put out the Dragon God mod, and of course, who is a better match for the Dragon God than the Dodorex? This thing is the king tyrant of Ark. There is pretty much nothing that can beat a Dodorex, aside from, I think, one video I saw where somebody actually managed to solo it with a Mosasaur, which is actually very impressive because it nullifies the Dodorex's fire breath once entering the water, and the Mosasaur has just such crazy high health and crazy damage, similar to that of the Giganotosaurus, or the Giganotosaurus, and because of that, it was able to take enough hits and deal enough damage that it actually managed to kill off the Dodorex. So as you can see here, we've summoned in the Dragon God. Now this one is a perfect tame Dragon God versus the Dodorex over there. And well, let's just see how this thing fares. It should be, from what I've read, a pretty, well, not a very even fight, just because the Dragon God is supposedly able to take on, I believe it was listed 10 or 20 Dodorexes, so let's see how fast this Dragon God manages to kill off this Dodorex. So, as you can see, we've got him running away from him for a little bit, but they circle back and they get right into a face-first brawl. Now, the Dragon God is letting off its blue fire and is clearly engulfing the Dodorex, so obviously that is a very good tactic for whittling down health, because I think that burning acts as a percentage as opposed to regular melee damage that just act as numbers, so good strategy on the Dragon God's part, simply because, that can really wear away the numbers that the Dodorex has, and if you can hit for 4,000 damage, that's one thing, but the Dodorex has over 666,000 health. But the Dragon God, on the other hand, if he can breathe fire on the Dodorex, he's got better odds to do some damage, because if it works as a percentage, 10% is going to be 60,000 damage as opposed to doing a hit for 4,000. Those are just numbers that I'm making up in my head right now. I, in fact, have no way to confirm how much the Dragon God does, simply because pretty sure it could one-shot a human at any level, so it's not a great benchmark for testing. Now, they've gone again, and they've gone once more and faced themselves off in the center of the river, and, well, now the Dragon God, or the Dodorex seems to be taunting the Dragon God. What's he doing here? He's walking away from him. The Dragon God not giving up the pursuit. He's on his tail quickly. This could be very costly for the Dodorex. If you remember the tale of the tortoise versus the hare did a similar thing to the tortoise, and the tortoise came out on top. So maybe the Dragon God can really put in the work here on the Dodorex, but the Dodorex doesn't seem to care. He's just walking away. Just seems that he's making fun of the Dragon God's feeble efforts to deal any damage to the King of Ark. And oh my god, the Dodorex has killed our perfect tame Dragon God. Of course, it didn't have max damage, so maybe that would have made a difference, but the Dodorex doesn't really seem to have any scratches on him, so hang on. I got an idea. I'll meet you guys back in a second. I'm gonna go get some more firepower, so yeah, we'll see you back in a second when we've got ourselves a new Dodorex. Well, here he is, and let's go meet his opposition. We got ourselves a Dodorex over here. Undisputed King of Ark. Already took on one of the Dragon Gods. That's how he handles 10. Anyway, meet the Dragon God squad. We've got Pyro, who is our highest melee damaging Dragon God with over 199% melee damage, which is really good. We got Apocalypse, Igneal, Purgatory, Scorch, Kaiju, Inferno, Napalm, Fireworks, and of course the Mighty Mittens. So we got 10 of these guys, all of which at max melee damage perfect tames, sitting at about 150,000 to 160,000 health each, and anywhere between 137% melee damage and 199%. So we're going to whistle to attack the Dragon God. It's currently on players only, so they're all frozen in place aside from Pyro, who I've chosen as my personal mount due to the fact that he has the highest melee damage in the group. And we're going to go ahead and whistle for us to start up the festivities. Now, it freezes the game for a second because I'm pretty sure my computer has no idea what to do with, 10 different Dragon Gods and a Dodorex all breathing fire at the same time. It's just a cesspool of fire out in the battlefield right now, and it's not going particularly well for either side, just because there's so much health to eat away. The Dragon Gods have over 1.5 million health between the 10 of them, and the Dodorex has nearly half that at 700,000, or coming close to it at least. So this is actually a really, really close fight. Now you can see the first Dragon God that we had, the Perfect Tame, did very little work on the regular Dodorex that we had, and we've got another one in here, a freshly spawned Dodorex with full health. and the Dragon Gods are working away at him, and 10 versus 1 of anything should be a pretty lopsided battle. I'm pretty sure if I took 10 Raptors against just a regular T-Rex, it wouldn't even be a contest for that T-Rex. I'm pretty sure one Raptor could handle the T-Rex on his own. So the fact that the Dodorex can stand up against 10 Dragon Gods for this long amount of time is really a test of how just durable this thing is, and the fact that the Dodorex just will not die, and just it also proves how strong that Mosasaur will have had to have been to taking one on. But the Dragon Gods managed to take out the Dodorex. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, that was kind of quick. I mean, it didn't kill any of the Dragon Gods, right? Look at their health. Pyro, our leading Dragon God, is at such low health. Scorch managed to stay away from the fire a little bit, but when we go ahead and check back on Napalm, he's equally as damaged to Pyro, so that really shows you just how much work that Dodorex put in. And because of the fact that it has such huge health recovery, if we lost maybe 1 or 2 Dragon Gods and the Dodorex was able to regenerate health faster than the Dragon Gods were able to damage it, it could have been a totally different story. But anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this episode. The Tower Defense event is going on tomorrow at 1 p.m. if you're unfamiliar with that. It's a subscriber event that we're doing. So if you want to join that, you can go ahead and join the Steam group. I've had a bunch of people tell me that they wanted to join us, but they didn't have a computer that could run Ark, or they don't have Ark itself, and I really want to include everybody in this. I really want to make it this awesome subscriber event where I can really get in touch with more people and see if I can boost communications and give us a better sense of a community. So I kind of want to stream this. I mean, I'll try to do some work. If people are interested in me streaming it, I can definitely do some. I do have a Twitch channel that I made a really long time ago that I thought I'd never use, which is just twitch.tv/TheFriendlyBagel. So if you want to, view the event, it will be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Atlantic time, and we hope to see you there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace. The Island Pirate, or Clonus Stormtroopus, is a subspecies of human that makes its home on the Rook Islands, found out in the Pacific Ocean. These islands are home to a variety of different creatures, such as tigers, sharks, and of course, crocodiles. And now let's pretend that I've fallen off here. I've glitched through it again, and I've fallen. I can actually shoot onto the wing, reclip back onto that, and now I'm attached to the Quetzal. So if you have a friend overhead, just make sure that he's in position, and you can actually make the shot while you're falling, and you can save yourself from taking any fall damage, which is really good. Now I've managed to reclip onto this hitbox that's apparently on the wing of the Quetzal,